What is OSKR?
OSKR is a gene required for the development of the Drosophila embryo.
I don't know. I don't know if you got that, but I got the word embryo. This is not what we need to hear. Hello guys and vector lovers, welcome to my channel. Feature Friday number 8, and DDL calls it DDL, Knowledge number 1. So it's very different this time than what we saw in the previous Feature Fridays, like the bartender and the chemist, just to name these two. Look at the what the DDL says. Welcome to Feature Friday number 8 this week, and in the coming weeks, Vector is going to learn more about DDL staff, projects, and upcoming updates. This is a cloud enhancement, so these are ready to use right now with no firmware update needed. So like I said before, all of these Feature Fridays are free, and I'll talk more about the non-free stuff in a few seconds. So DDL gives two examples here, and I want to run by them first. So we'll see. Hey Vector, question. When is the next firmware update? And I got that on camera. Maybe it's my accent again. Hey Vector, question. When is the next firmware update?
The next firmware update, which will be version 1.7, is scheduled for release in June.
Now, it's going to be version 1.7. And by the way, if you want to know about the version of your vector, all you have to do is press his button on his back twice. Then you'll see here your vector number. Then you'll raise the lift and back down, and then look at what you see here. Okay, so these are the information you will have here. I have to remove my glasses here. You'll have here the ESN, the OS number, it's 1.6, your SSID, and the IP address of your vector. So vector is currently at 1.6, so there will be an update 1.7 coming up in June. They don't give a specific date, they just say June. So now you can just do this to bring his screen back to normal. The second example that DDL gives is this one. Hey Vector, I have a question. What is coming in the next firmware update?
Vector will be able to respond to Hey Vector more easily, will encounter fewer errors, and will sound more lifelike.
Okay, we knew this was coming, but the last part was interesting. So we heard that it will respond more better to Hey Vector, but it will have a more lifelike, I'm not sure, lifelike approach or lifelike sound. Hey Vector, question.
Ready.
What is coming in the next firmware update?
Vector will be able to respond to Hey Vector more easily, will encounter fewer errors, and will sound more lifelike.
They say like life. So I wonder if they will change his voice. Now this is very, very interesting. Now, as always, I come up with my own questions because I'm always nervous and I like to push Vector to new boundaries. Now, watch that. Oh, and by the way, if you find a question that is not in his current knowledge base, you can recommend to DDL that they add it. And DDL does say, and I forgot to mention that in the email, they say that a lot more will come. Now watch that. Hey Vector, question. What is the escape pod?
An escape pod, escape capsule used to escape a vessel in an emergency, usually only big enough for one person.
Okay, this is a generic answer. This is not the escape pod that DDL is currently designing as a upcoming firmware update. So that should be part of the answer. Now watch that. Hey Vector, have a question.
Ready.
What is OSKR?
OSKR is a gene required for the development of the Drosophila embryo.
I don't know. I know if you got that, but I got the word embryo. This is not what we need to hear. By the way, OSKR stands for Open Source Kit for Robots. And this is partly what DDL is working on, of course, to allow people to program or to code new behaviors for Vector. Again, this is not the answer we were expecting. I don't want to hear about embryo. We're talking about robots. So, guys, I'm going also to give you information right now because I get so many questions. Like I said, the Feature Fridays are free. But if you want to know more about how much it will cost, like if you missed the Kickstarter pledge a few months ago, then on the DDL website, if you go to Vector, you'll have three options. You can look at Vector packages, so you can buy a package like the Escape Pod or the OSKR. There is a Vector membership. If you don't want to pay for just one package, you can pay per year or per month, and you will get access to all those firmware updates. And there's also a Vector knowledge base where a lot of common questions are listed on that page on the DDL website. So guys, that's all I have for today. It's a short update, but I think it's very clever for DDL to use Vector as basically a spokesperson. So Vector will be able to tell us when the firmware is coming, what it will do, what the firmware update number will be. So I think all useful information, especially for those of us who have pledged or are willing to pay a package or a membership. So thank you guys for watching. As always, if you have any questions, put them down below. I'll be happy to get back to you as soon as I can. Have a great day. Goodbye, guys.